Lag BaOmer is a day that is shrouded in mystery. You could scan through the pages of Shas, Bavli, Yushalmi, Medrash. Lag BaOmer is not mentioned anywhere in the entire gamut of Divrei Chazal, and yet it is a day that has become one of the most festive and joyous days on the Jewish calendar. How do we explain this? What is the meaning of Lag BaOmer? Many Achronim record, Rabbi Yonasan Eibeshitz, Reb Tzadok HaKohen, the Bnei Yissaschar, that Lag BaOmer is the yahrzeit of Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. Aside from the fact that the Chida writes that there is no authoritative source that Lag BaOmer is in fact the yahrzeit of Reb Shimon Bar Yochai, but the Chassam Sofer asks that he doesn't understand. Since when is the yahrzeit of a tzaddik a day to celebrate joyously? We know there are many days on the Jewish calendar which commemorate the yahrzeit of tzaddikim, and the Shulchan Aruch recommends to fast. Why would we rejoice on the day of Reb Shimon's passing? Chassam Sofer goes so far as to say that the only thing the Poskim say about Lag BaOmer is not to give a hesped on Lag BaOmer, and not to fast on Lag BaOmer, and not to say Tachnon. And even that, the Chassam Sofer writes, he does not understand the reason for. And at the same time, no one more than the Chassam Sofer supplies reasonings and explanations and deep meaning for the day of Lag BaOmer. The Chassam Sofer records Lag BaOmer was the day that the mun first fell for the Jewish people. Elsewhere, the Chassam Sofer writes that on Lag BaOmer, that was the day that the neshamos of Klal Yisrael settled in them after they were taken out of Mitzrayim. So indeed, it is a day of great mystery to try to discover what are we commemorating and what in fact are we celebrating. Historically, the greatest tzaddikim and mekubalim made the great pilgrimage to Meron on Lag BaOmer. The Kahal Kadosh in the 1700s made the trip from Morocco ultimately to Eretz Yisrael, where he comes to Meron. And when he comes to the foot of the mountain, he gets off his donkey and he literally crawls up the mountain on his knees, down on the floor. He was in such awe and reverence of the holiness of that site, especially on Lag BaOmer, that is how he ascended the mountain. The Ben Ish Chai made the pilgrimage all the way from Iraq, from Baghdad. The Eretz Tzvi, the Rosh Yeshiva of Chachmei Lublin, the Kozhe Glover Goin, also traveled to Meron. And even in our own times, in this humble new Sefer, Lag BaOmer, the fire and the soul, you will discover many Chidushei Torah that Gedolei Yisrael had standing at the kever of Reb Shimon and his son Rabbi Lazar on Lag BaOmer, on the day that, as mentioned, is attributed as his yahrzeit. In this humble sefer, we discuss, what is the Zohar HaKadosh? Is anyone allowed to learn it? What does the Zohar do to one's neshama? How does it elevate a person's neshama? Reb Shimon, in the Zohar, on Parshas Naseh, makes an astounding statement. Reb Shimon predicts that in the end of days, he says, "Uvegin da asidin Yisrael lemitam mehayilone dechaye ihu sefer Zohar," that because the Jewish people are destined to taste from the tree of life, that is, this sefer Zohar, yipkun min galusa berachame, they will be redeemed in great mercy. In this new offering, published by Art Scroll Masorah Publications, Lag BaOmer, the fire and the soul, I hope, it is my tefillah, that Yidden will be able to get a little bit of a taste, they will be able to be toyem from the Ilane Dechaye, from the tree of life. And by doing so, it will help bring the Geula ever closer. So this year, perhaps you won't be able to go to Meron in person, but by learning some of the Torah of Shimon, it will be as if you're transported there, and in that merit, perhaps this will help us all come closer to the Geula Shlema in the merit of the great Tana, Reb Shimon Bar Yochai, Zechusa Yagin Aleinu, wishing everyone a lichtigen Lag BaOmer.